Good morning everyone, this is Poonam here, your social science teacher from Vishay School Una. Dear students, I hope you all are fine. We are doing the chapter Nationalism in India and today we will continue with the topic the Rowlatt Act. Rowlatt Act was passed in March 1919 and it was passed by Imperial Legislative Council despite opposition by Indian members. This act gave enormous powers to government to repress political activities and arrest prisoners without trial for 2 years. So 1919 मार्च में ये एक्ट पास हुआ. इंपीरियल लेजिस्लेटिव काउंसिल ने इसे पास किया. इवन की जो इंडियन मेंबर्स थे वो इसके अगेंस्ट थे. तो इस एक्ट में दो मेन चीज़ें थी. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल इट गिव इनॉर्मस पावर्स टू गवर्नमेंट टू रिप्रेस पॉलिटिकल एक्टिविटीज़. बहुत सारी पावर्स दे दी थी इसने गवर्नमेंट को जिससे वो पॉलिटिकल एक्टिविटीज़ को रिप्रेस कर सके. और सेकेंड थिंग वॉज अरेस्ट प्रिजनर्स विदाउट ट्रायल फॉर 2 years, कि बिना किसी ट्रायल के प्रिजनर्स को 2 years के लिए अरेस्ट किया जा सकता था. महात्मा गांधी wanted non-violent civil disobedience against such unjust laws, which would start on 6 April. रैलीज ऑर्गेनाइज की गई, वर्कर स्ट्राइक पे चले गए, रेलवेज वर्कशॉप बंद कर दी गई, शॉप्स बंद कर दी गई. तो बहुत ज़्यादा अलार्मिंग सिचुएशन थी उस टाइम में. सो ब्रिटिशर्स इससे बहुत ज़्यादा नाराज़ हो गए. उन्होंने लोकल लीडर्स को अरेस्ट कर दिया और महात्मा गांधी को दिल्ली में एंटर करने से बैन कर दिया. On 10th April, the police in Amritsar fired open a peaceful procession. Martial law was imposed and General Dyer took command. After that, a very infamous Jallianwala Bagh incident took place. So what happened on that day? On 13th April 1919, General Dyer opened fire on a large crowd gathered to protest against the government repressive measures. Some people came to protest against the government's new repressive measures. Others had come to attend the annual Baisakhi fair. So being from outside, all people were not aware about the martial law that has been imposed. General Dyer entered the area, blocked the exit points and opened fire on the crowd, killing hundreds of people. So as the news of Jallianwala Bagh spread, crowds took to the streets in many North Indian towns. आफ्टर दैट स्ट्राइक्स हुई, क्लैशेस हुए और जो लोग थे उन्होंने गवर्नमेंट बिल्डिंग्स के ऊपर अटैक करना शुरू कर दिया. और ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट ने बहुत ज़्यादा रिप्रेसिव मेजर्स जो थे वो अडॉप्ट किए. लाइक दे फोर्स टू रब देयर नोज ऑन द ग्राउंड, crawl on the streets and do salam to all sahibs. So many things they have done. So Gandhiji called off the Satyagraha movement. It was a very big movement. So Gandhiji thought that Hindu and Muslims should come together for it. One way of doing this, he felt, was to take up the Khilafat issue. What was this Khilafat issue? First World War has ended with the defeat of Ottoman Turkey and there were rumors that a harsh peace treaty was going to be imposed on the Ottoman Empire. He was the spiritual head of the Islamic world, the Khalifa. So to defend the Khalifa's powers, a Khilafat committee was formed in Bombay in March 1919. Leaders of this committee was Muhammad Ali and Shaukat Ali. They both were brothers. Began discussing with Gandhiji for a united mass action. So they were also ready for this mass action. So Gandhiji saw this as an opportunity to bring Muslims under the umbrella of a unified nation, national movement. And at the Calcutta session of the Congress in September 1920, he convinced other leaders of the need to start a non-cooperation movement in support of Khilafat as well as Swaraj. Mahatma Gandhi, in his book Hind Swaraj that was published in 1909, stated it was a cooperation of the Indians that provided the base for British rule in India. So अगर हम लोग उनको cooperate नहीं करेंगे, then they will leave our country. At Congress session in Nagpur, December 1920, the non-cooperation program was adopted. तो नागपुर में कांग्रेस सेशन में दिसंबर 1920 में non-cooperation program को adopt कर लिया गया. And what points were involved in non-cooperation movement? First of all, surrenders of titles and honors. According to Mahatma Gandhi, movement should unfold in stages. So it should begin with the surrender of titles and the government awarded. Or after that, boycott of civil services, army, police, courts and legislative councils, schools and foreign goods. In case the government use repression, a full civil disobedience campaign would be launched. तो ये चीज़ें, ये points involved थे non-cooperation movement में. The non-cooperation Khilafat movement began in January 1921. Various social groups participated in this movement, each with its own specific aspirations. What the term Non-cooperation means different things to different people. So first of all we will see the movement in towns. Towns में किस तरह का reaction था? Middle class left government controlled institutions. Foreign goods and clothes were boycotted and burnt in bonfires. Now see cities में तो जो middle class लोग थे उन्होंने government controlled institutions छोड़ दिए, students ने schools छोड़ दिए, teachers ने अपनी jobs छोड़ दी, लॉयर्स ने अपनी लीगल प्रैक्टिसेस छोड़ दी. बट सिटीज़ में ये जो मूवमेंट था ये स्लो हो गया. वाई? क्योंकि खादी क्लोथ वाज ऑफन मोर एक्सपेंसिव देन मास प्रोड्यूस्ड मिल्क क्लोथ. क्योंकि लोगों ने जब फॉरेन क्लोथ को बॉयकॉट कर दिया, बट जो फॉरेन क्लोथ था वो चीप रेट पे अवेलेबल था लोगों के लिए, तो उसको बाय करना भी लोगों के लिए इजी था. और खादी क्लोथ था जो वो बहुत कॉस्टली था और पुअर लोग उसको अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकते थे. स्टूडेंट्स एंड टीचर्स बिगेन ट्रिकिंग बैक टू गवर्नमेंट स्कूल्स. क्योंकि उनको जब उन्होंने स्कूल्स इंस्टीट्यूशंस छोड़ दिए तो उनके पास ऑप्शन ही नहीं थी कि वो कौन से स्कूल्स में या फिर कॉलेजेस में जाएं, तो उन्होंने वो स्कूल्स रीजॉइन कर लिए. लॉयर्स जॉइंड बैक वर्क इन गवर्नमेंट कोर्ट्स ड्यू टू लैक ऑफ अल्टरनेटिव इंस्टीट्यूशन. इस तरह से ये मूवमेंट टाउन्स में स्लो हो गया. सो इन आवर नेक्स्ट वीडियो वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट रिबेलियन इन द कंट्री साइड एंड स्वराज इन द प्लांटेशंस. Till then, revise this chapter. Thank you. Have a nice day.